Mum, this isn't my Switch. Backstory. I had a bit of car trouble a ways back and started to ride the bus to work. It is close and I realized it was a huge saver for gas and just stuck with it. There was always a little kid and Mum on the bus on my way home, and the kid was overly energetic and loved chatting with everyone. And quickly he decided I was the most fun because I would indulge him with my attention and actively listen no matter how tired I was. Friday I brought my Switch because a game I really wanted came out and I had all the nostalgia from playing it. I charged it at work and was stoked to play it on the way home. Thus our story begins. Edit for clarity, a cast of people. New me. LD, little dude. EA, entitled ass, RD, random dude. CD, confused dad. Warning long, warning long. TLDR, let little kid play on my Switch. Mum thinks it is his or just want to steal it. Cuz is huge scene. Gets taken for additional questioning by police. Dad and I come to terms that I am not a pedo, and we leave happily. Great dad, amazing kid, and a crazy mom. Tipping the exhausting day, and pleasantries of getting on the bus. I found a seat, and as I went to grab my Switch from my bag, I heard a familiar voice. So I stopped, figuring I can wait the 30 or so minutes for the ride, and let the little dude have his story time. LD, hey, did you have a good day again? Me, I always have a good day, but it is better when I get to hear how great your day was. LD, well, I went to that video game place, and they had a cool poster today for a game I really want to try. I was excited to hear this because I knew exactly what he was talking about. Is it the one with the cool animals you take pictures of? LD, they are called Pokemon, not animals. Why are old people so dumb sometimes? He giggled as he jabbed at me, and I looked over with a devious smile and said, I may be old and dumb, but I pulled out my Switch case. Guess what this old dummy got this morning? His eyes lit up and he asked to play. I tried to ask his mom if it was okay if he sat next to me to play, and she said point blank, I don't care as long as he shuts up. I am tired of listening to him. I was mad, but since little dude ignored her, so did I. He plopped down next to me, let me make him a profile, and he went to town on the game. He squealed, giggled, oohed, and ordered all the different Pokemon he found, but sadly my stop was coming up, so we had to stop. He asked for one more photo shoot, and I agreed, figuring if I have to walk a little further to let little dude have one more run, so be it. Well, I passed my stop, and was fine with it, and I was about to ask him to give me the Switch back. Pleasantly to my surprise, when I turned, he already had it off and put away. He handed it to me, and then things went downhill fast. Oh dear, I have to get off soon, so that's all I can play. Me, no probs, LD. I'll try to bring it Monday, and you can kick butt at it again. Oh dear, really thanks. He ran back to his mom to help carry some bags, and she whispered something to him. I have no clue what, and then stood up and started storming towards me. Excuse me, how dare you take that away from my kid? He doesn't get many video games. I was confused and thought she must think he brought his or something. We're really sorry, but this Switch is mine. I played all morning on it and let him goof off on it on the ride home. That is definitely his Switch. I recognize the case. What do you think? I am stupid? It is a generic case. Everyone I know has the stupid red and black case for these things. Seriously, this is mine. Now back off. Oldie was bright red and obviously embarrassed since the bus came to a stop and everyone was watching, but whimpered. Normally it is his Switch. I left mine at home. He just let me play on it. Shush, I'm handling this. You heard, Oldie, it is mine. Now please go away. I already have a long walk home now. And let you steal his game. No, hand it over or I will call the police. RD, bitch, I already did, and they have someone on the way. How dare you fucking call the police on me when this fucking pedophile is robbing my kid? This pissed me off, and I wanted to stay calm for LD, but I did get loud and I regret it because I scared LD. Let's just wait for the police. I'm pretty sure 8-step robbery will still get you arrested. I guess this freaked you out because she darted off the bus alone without any groceries. LD started crying and calling after her, but she just kept walking. I felt lower than dirt and tried in my calmest, meekest voice to talk to LD. Yeah, I'm sorry, LD, I shouldn't have yelled at your mom. I acted like a complete idiot. LD threw tears. Mummy does this all the time to people. I'm really sorry. I thought she wasn't gonna do it again. We sat there for like 10 minutes while he cried a lot and the bus driver waited and was talking with someone about the delay. Everyone else on the bus felt bad, I guess, because no one freaked out about sitting there. But then after 10 minutes, a very large, very angry man stormed onto the bus with the A in tow. He saw LD curled up on the seat crying next to me and shot daggers from his eyes right at me. We will call him CD for confused dad. CD, you have 3 seconds to explain what the fuck you did to my boy. I tried to speak, but he cut me off. He threatened him, and I think he touched him. Again, sorry subject for me, and I was gonna scream at her, but LD tugged on my sleeve. LD, no, Mummy tried to steal his Switch. He only let me play. I just want to go home. He was ugly, crying again. CD turned to EA, and I swear time stopped for a minute before anything was said. CD, get the fucking groceries and get yours back to the house. If you ever do this bullshit again, you will be on the street faster than you can call you bitch of a sister. I opened and closed her mouth like a fish for a few, then did as she was told. CD asked LD if anything else happened, and RD told him the cops will be here soon. And a few minutes later, like 2 or 3 minutes, they were. Me and CD explained it was a huge misunderstanding between him and myself, but they did demand to talk to EA about abandoning her child on the bus with a stranger. She went with them for more questions, but I have no clue what is gonna happen there. When the police and everyone left CD and I talked for a moment, he apologized and explained that he was assaulted as a kid and just the idea of it happening to his kid had him seeing red. I told him I understood and told him he should get LD the game he was playing to help cheer him up. All in all, I was mad as hell, but CD was not all that bad. Just a dad protecting his kid. I hope I see LD Monday and he is all right. I also hope EA gets the book thrown at her for being a terrible parent. Update. First holy cow, this exploded, lol. And now for the part everyone wanted an update on. LD and CD were on the bus today. LD was quiet and I almost missed him, but when I saw him I waved, said, "Hey, did you get your game?" He was kinda hesitant to say anything, but CD said, "No, they were out of copies," and gave me a weird look. LD asked to play on mine again, and of course I said yes. As he was playing, his dad jabbed me and whispered, "I have it downloading at home," and he has absolutely no idea. It made me smile, and his dad made LD move next to him so he could learn about those Pokemons. Then any time LD said what one was, he gave it a dumb name. LD looked to me for help, and I just nodded, saying, "Yup, it is definitely a gopher, or I think he is right, LD, that is a bird." I thought LD was gonna lose it, but he was having too much fun playing and even started teasing back with names or saying which ones we look like. I'm a Torterra, and CD is a Buffalant and prettier in faraway pics. 10 out of 10 would do again. His dad did try to bring up LD's mom, but I didn't want to muddy the ride home, so I told him he could tell me later. CD and I exchanged numbers, and he offered to buy me dinner or beers over the weekend to apologize for the whole ordeal. Besides teasing LD, I chatted with CD, and he is an amazing dad that thinks only about the kiddo. I wish him well, and I'm gonna take him up on the offer of dinner or beers this weekend, and I will update if he tells me LD's reaction to his surprise. It also seems that due to this whole ordeal, CD and I might become friends, which would be awesome.
Entitled Mom Tries to Get Me Arrested for Smoking Cannabis in Canada. Well, cannabis is legal in all of Canada, for you that don't know. So one day I was just smoking out on the street, and some woman walks up with her kid and says to me, "What are you smoking?" So I clearly said, "Cannabis." And she instantly replied with, "That's illegal, I am calling the cops now." And obviously I said, "No, it's not. It was legalized by the Canadian government a while ago." Entitled parent, Pift, you really believe in those conspiracy theories? Yeah, that's not a conspiracy theory. It was announced by the government. She ignored me and called 911. The cops showed up and asked us what was going on. Entitled parent says, "It was smoking cannabis, so that's illegal." The cops told her that it obviously wasn't and left. The entitled parent left angrily, and I haven't seen her since. Edit, what the heck, this has more upvotes than any other post I've seen on this subreddit. Thanks so much, guys.
Karen called the cops on me at Tim Hortons. For some context, I live in a predominantly Catholic city where most people attend church on a regular basis. I, however, was not raised Catholic or religious really, so I tend to stand out a little bit from most people. This all happened about 2 years ago when I was still in high school. My high school was just down the road from the Tim Hortons, and across the road from that is a pretty large church, only one in the neighborhood, I think. On Sunday I decided to grab a coffee on my way to pick up a textbook for one of my classes. It was about 12 o'clock, so church had just ended, and there was a decently long line up for the Tims. I had been waited in line for about 5 minutes when a woman walked up to me and started talking to me. It was a pretty normal conversation, but then she asked why she hadn't seen me that morning. I was confused since I had literally never spoken to this woman before. She told me that this Tim's belonged to the church, which it didn't actually. I casually explained that I did not attend the church she was talking about. She gave me a confused stare and muttered an "oh" before walking away. Skip forward to Tuesday. I was once again at the Tim's getting some lunch when the same lady walks up to me and starts to berate me for being at that Tim's. I thought I told you this Tim's is for the church only. Yeah, but it's just a Tim's. Anyone can come in here if they want to, though. No, this Tim's is not for anyone who doesn't attend the church. But the next Tim's is like 5 kilometers away. She continues to just yell at me in front of everyone in the Tim's. I was actually just going to leave get a lunch from my school. Then she dropped the Karen bomb. If you do not leave the Tim's right now, I'm going to call the police. I decided at that moment to just stand still and let her call the cops. About 10 minutes later, 2 officers show up. The Karen tells them that I am disrespecting her, disrespecting God, and disrespecting the church. I tell them that I'm just a hungry teenager trying to get my lunch, but the cops take her side and call both my parents and my school. My super awesome VP shows up and demands why he got a call from the police about one of his students. The officers tell him what's happening. My VP asks me if it's true and tell him that I was just trying to get some lunch. My VP asks the officers what laws I had broken, and they responded with some BS about harassment or something like that. My parents are called in, and my mom tells the cops to frick off and that I didn't do anything wrong, but Karen keeps insisting that I had been harassing her. Then one of the employees chirps in and starts to vouch for me. Eventually the cops leave, and so do my parents. I get my lunch and my VP walks me back to school. I never ran into the lady after that, but I made sure to get lunch from the Tim's as often as I could. Edit my first post with 1K upvotes. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm trying to respond to all of your comments. Edit 2, thanks so much for the awards. I really wasn't expecting this to blow up so much. I don't know how many more comments I will be able to respond to, but I'll try.
Letting your daughter make a wish. This happened a long time ago. I was helping a girl who had terminal cancer with her final preparations and wishes. She had requested to go on a cruise with her family, and the Make-A-Wish program was happy to help her. She was really sweet, and we soon formed a friendship. The day she was about to formally request her wish, she looked really sad and didn't want to talk to anyone. I visited her and asked what's wrong, but she wouldn't tell me. It broke my heart to see her tearing up. Thankfully, after some time she told me that she didn't want a cruise. She hated it. She wanted to meet her dream celebrity like she has seen other kids do. I told her no problem. I will speak so we can find the celebrity she wanted. But she said not to because her mother had screamed at her when she first said she wanted to meet the celebrity. Her mother told her to forget about her final wish and ask for a cruise for all the family, because that is someone the entire family can go, and it is something the mother wanted since she was a child. I was speechless and furious. Even now I can't understand why would a mother get in the way of her daughter's final wish. It took me a while, but I calmed her down and told her that it was her wish, not her mother's, and that I wanted her to be truly happy. She told me she always did what her mother asked, and the idea of doing something she wanted was foreign to her. But she smiled, the biggest smile I had seen on her, and hugged me, and said she will speak to her mother and get the celebrity she wanted. Sadly, I had to leave for the day, but I was happy I was able to convince her. Unfortunately, the talk with the mom did not go well, and she ended up requesting the cruise. Last time we spoke, she told me she tried, but did not want to make her family sad, but that she wished so hard to meet this celebrity instead. I told her she will meet him someday and that she was an angel and not to worry, that the cruise will be amazing, and she will be treated like a princess. We hugged, said goodbye. She said she was really happy to have met me, that I visited her when no one else would. Her mother had 2 other children and never went to visit her, and that she always looked forward to my visits because I did not talk about her cancer but made her laugh. It was a very hard day. The point of the story is, if you're a parent reading this, Please listen to your child. Do not take away from them their final wish. Make sure they are happy because every second is precious. And sadly, the little angel already passed away. I'm sure she's in a better place. She, like many other children, shows us what true strength really is. She wanted to meet Robert Downey Jr. Her room was full of the Avengers versus Princesses, or Captain Jack Sparrow.
Check out my other incredible videos.